Hi, this is Dr.A. Welcome to Corner of Dr.A, where psychology meets everyday life. Today we will talk about a very interesting topic, the secret psychology of human behavior. So when we look at people, we tend to judge what we can see. In fact, we all judge. And I know some of you are thinking, no, I don't. Well, you just judged yourself as someone who doesn't judge. That's what our brains do. They make quick conclusions based on what we see. The angry person is called difficult. The controlling person is called demanding. The perfectionist is called rigid. The hoarder is called irrational. The person who blames everyone else is called toxic. But psychology asks a different question. Not what is this person doing, but what is this behavior trying to protect? Because behavior is often the last link in a chain. Under aggression is fear. Under hoarding is scarcity. Under blame is shame. Under control is threat. Under perfectionism is rejection. What we see is defense. What we don't see is the wound. When we understand the wound, the behavior often makes a lot more sense. When people are afraid, they don't always run. Sometimes they attack. Throughout history, frightened individuals, frightened groups, and even frightened nations have often appeared aggressive, not because they felt powerful, but because they felt threatened. So, when the nervous system learns that resources disappear, it stops trusting abundance. Even when enough exists, the body remembers not enough. The behavior looks irrational. The fear beneath it is often deeply rational. When shame becomes too painful to carry, it often gets redirected. Blaming others can be a way of escaping painful feelings about ourselves. The behavior looks like criticism. The wound underneath is often self-condemnation. When life feels unsafe or unpredictable, control may feel like protection. The more threatened we feel, the more we try to manage outcomes, people, and uncertainty. The behavior looks controlling. The wound underneath is fear. When acceptance feels conditional, perfectionism can become a way to earn belonging. The behavior looks like high standards. The wound underneath is the fear of not being enough. The mistake many people make is trying to eliminate the behavior without understanding the wound. If fear is driving aggression, addressing aggression alone rarely works. If shame is driving blame, attacking the blame often deepens the shame. If rejection is driving perfectionism, telling someone to relax may miss the deep issue. Healing becomes possible when we stop fighting the shield and start understanding what is it protecting. When fear heals, aggression softens into courage. When shame heals, blame softens into accountability. When scarcity heals, hoarding softens into trust. When threat heals, control softens into flexibility. When rejection heals, perfectionism softens into self-acceptance. This doesn't mean the behavior suddenly disappear. It means they no longer have to work so hard to keep us safe. Because beneath many difficult behavior is the nervous system trying to avoid pain. And when the wound begins to heal, the defense or the shield becomes less necessary. If this resonated with you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Corner of Dr.A on YouTube and follow on Instagram and TikTok. And I will leave you with this. Sometimes the loudest behaviors are protecting the quietest wounds. The goal is not to judge the armor, but to understand the wound that made it necessary. Thank you.